Okay, so yeah, hello everybody. Nice to see you all again on this Siebel Friday in June 2024. And yeah, we, as is tradition, we are going to start with a look at the latest Siebel release, which is of course 24.6, released just a few days ago. And so what's in it? And of course, the big one is, you guessed it, Redwood Theme, and we're gonna celebrate the occasion and take a look at some style sheets and themes along the way. Then also quite big news for Siebel Cloud Manager. That is, it now has an observability stack, if you will, for monitoring and log analytics. We'll dive into that one. There's been a documentation update on loyalty, which I won't go into too much detail, but it's about the CrowdTwist integration, and we have several issues fixed on order management, which can be seen in the repository upgrade. If you look at the zip file content, which matches the configuration instructions, so you can fix it manually or apply the repository upgrade. And the Tomcat version is the same as 24.5, that is 9086. So that's all packaged in the latest Siebel update. And here's the Siebel UI Evolution that we are going to celebrate a little bit. If you indulge me, we have, of course, a long journey of Siebel UI from the fat client days from 1995 onwards. That's almost 30 years. It's unbelievable. And Siebel still going strong, so that's good to see. So I took some screenshots along the way, or with heavy Googling, I was able to dig up some screenshots from the old days, and some of you might be reminded. So yeah, who remembers this one? How old are you?
I probably have the installs out there somewhere.
Oh, you still have the CD-ROM.
I think I have at least back to 5.5.
Okay, so that was around 95, 96 first versions. Yeah. And
I
so
still have that SEM one, that little one that was a one-off or a single user on your desktop.
oh yeah, you had the sample database on the CD-ROM, and that was
No, it was actually a full running Salesforce sales application.
yeah, Sales plus
service.
yeah. I'm checking the lobby.
If you need it, I have the bookshelf here.
Okay. Bookshelf on paper. Yeah, right.
No, it's on.
I remember when
Can
we
you
got
see
the
my
crate
video?
in the mail with all the books.
Yeah. I have the CD
I
from
haven't seen that in a long
99.
time.
Yeah. So those were the days, really. Yeah. So I see you're enjoying this, and
Yeah.
this is financial services 2000, back when accounts were companies. Yeah.
Wow. It made me cry, Alex. Your YouTube video with this timeline made me cry almost.
Okay, glad you enjoyed. I mean, then the first web application was, I think it was 99.5, but this is 2000. But that was the partner portals, the employee portals. Yeah, great stuff there. So that's really the first web design you see here. And of course, we have Siebel 77075, the famous. It won an award or prize for the best UX back in 2001. Yeah. So, and then we go.
In terms of the interactivity, it's still like way ahead of many other things you could build in a custom way, like these applets, moving them around. When I entered the custom development area and asked my web developers, just replicate Siebel list applet, and they were looking at me like, how was I supposed to do that? So it was like a masterpiece for that time.
Yeah, for that time. And we also have, of course, that was the final design by Siebel Systems 7.8, which then of course led into the acquisition. Oracle did a little bit of redesign with this one Siebel marketing year, and then of course we came from ActiveX high interactivity to OpenUI back in 2012, 12 years ago. OpenUI was brought to the market with the first versions having a very distinct, I can't really remember those names. Was it Tangerine and Gray? I think one was called Gray, the other Tangerine.
Yep.
Yeah, with the surprised little house. You never can unsee that. Yeah, on the home page. And then, well, of course, the one we all know, Aurora has been there for 10 years already. That's the Aurora theme. And with Aurora came increased mobility. There was the mobile applications on tablets, tablet-sized devices. There were several other themes. Synergy was 2015, was already included with IP15. And Vanilla, that's really called Vanilla. With IP17, Sky Blue was the last desktop theme that was delivered, a desktop theme, not mobile, because there was, of course, smartphone UX, which was also dubbed Redwood. It follows the Redwood design a little bit, you could say. And here we are with Redwood theme in 2024. So that's a screenshot, of course. I'll go into a little bit of demo. But yeah, what do you say? Any comments?
Yeah, I set up a demo, the sample database for our internal group with this, and so far everybody's had really positive comments, so it's been well received.
Okay, good to hear. Yeah, so you're already experimenting, evaluating.
Yeah, I think they would prefer to have the tab bar back instead of the side menu. But that was really the only thing.
Okay, yeah. So it's at this time, so 24.6. I'm not sure about the plans from Oracle. This is just side menu, so you can only run it in side menu mode with the. Do you still say hamburger? I don't know. So it has the little hamburger icon. It also has well, this is a list of screenshots I made. It has enhancements across the board, not just in style and look and feel. So the simplicity of it, of course, is tangible. There's also the Ask Oracle page and a refurbished login page, which, by the way, you get even if you don't choose the Redwood theme. So Siebel now has a new login page from June 2024 onwards with a Redwood background if you use the vanilla login. So that applies to any application, including Siebel Management Console. So it's like when you run the application, when it comes back up after updating, you go like, whoa, what's happening?
So Alex, my 24.6 install on vanilla, it's messed up my custom login screen run.
So that clashes probably with any customizations that you made on, yeah. So you have to, which is what happens, yeah. And so here's some highlights that we will see in the demo. The homepage got a redesign, so there is a new web template for the homepage applets. The Ask Oracle functionality, the big button on the bottom, and searchable navigation drop-downs. It's side menu after all, so you have menus, but they are searchable. You have the new login page. We have sidebar only, and it requires a repository upgrade. So you have to run the repo upgrade to get the necessary, web templates and first and foremost, the manifest data. And of course, it's based on Oracle Redwood design or Redwood user experience. So if you're interested, go to redwood.oracle.com. It's a design system, but of course, Siebel only applies a theme, a look and feel in terms of style sheets and probably a little bit of JavaScript, but it's not an implementation of the Redwood design system with page templates and components from the design system, or it's not at all being built with Visual Builder Studio as far as I know. So it's just an Open UI theme. It's not an implementation of Redwood design system. So just to make it very clear, what is the difference between the Redwood theme? It's inspired by Oracle Redwood, you can say that, but it's not an implementation of Oracle Redwood design. And yeah, we haven't been we haven't been lazy at the Siebel Hub training lab. We have produced a new training module for Redwood, so with a little bit of customization example as well. So if you feel like it, go to the Siebel Hub and you will find it there. And it's also included, the new module is included if you have a subscription to new features for developers or the Open UI trainings. Those subscriptions just get the module for the duration of the subscription. So that's the always up-to-date guarantee we have at the Siebel Hub learning experience. Okay, let's take a look, shall we? So I've got the machine up there. Yeah. So this is it. This is the home page. Well, let me log out so you see, or let me go to Siebel Management Console, for example. There is the proof that the login page is redesigned, even for, well, obviously not even a proper Siebel application in the sense of an object manager. And once you log in, you actually don't see Redwood. You first have to go and opt in, basically. So go to the settings and make sure you have side menu. And once you apply the repository upgrade, you can also choose the new theme, Redwood. So you have to, of course, do that in your old theme, save it, re-log in. And then, well, there's the home page. And the big change on the home page is really, remember those circular blob type of thingy with the counter, and those are now replaced. Well, the counter is still there, and now we have a proper list applet, and they can be configured. That's a new web template that can be used also to create all kinds of list applets on the home page to include that counter if you want to. So let's do a little bit of navigation there. Let's go. Of course, the screen menu is on the side, and account homepage, for example, pretty decent. List views, well, you would expect that. And it's very clean. Personal opinion. So please share your opinions. As I navigate a little bit. So chat is open. Mics are open. What do you think? And you're pretty flabbergasted. Can see that. So also about the second level, from the second level down, you have these drop downs, as is the custom in sidebar, but these have a twist. They have a search bar, so you can type case insensitive. It filters the list, and then of course you can click it or select it. And the same is on the third level. So here you usually have a lot of tabs in a tab layout, but here you have a lot of items here. So I want to see orders, type orders, and then can click. So and that extends down to the fourth level as well.
It's very clean.
Yeah,
Alex, do you have an applet with a high data density?
High data density. You mean a form or list?
A form, a monster form applet?
Monster, yeah, more info.
Yeah, okay.
More info is it stretches a little bit. It has more margin. more margin between the icons. Of course, can be customized. You can have a custom style sheet on top and adjust it to your needs, right? If it's too much margin, the fields are too small. Yeah, there's a new style sheet, and you can put a your style override on top, like you did in Aurora or other themes.
Also, it is so, Alex, that in the kind of pure Redwood, these fields are even bigger than this. So it's sort of a condensed version already here.
Yes, it's smaller than in the
Mhm.
cloud applications that are built with Redwood. Yeah.
Yeah, and like if you take Redwood design system, all their specifications, so that's like it's too
Mhm.
small for Redwood. Yeah.
I made sure it didn't zoom in any. Yeah, I'm not zoomed in, so this is the default zoom setting of the browser, 100%. Of course, if you zoom out, you see. Of course, it's responsive. You wouldn't expect that. And here's on the bottom right, there's the Ask Oracle button. So it's always available. You have that Oracle icon, and that switches to a page, Ask Oracle page, and that has 3 different features. The first on top is a search bar. So you can do it's reminds me of sitemap a lot. So because it gives you the second level views when you start typing, like system preferences, for example. And you can also switch the layout between a grid view, which is actually the default, which is basically the screen menu. So the screens I had in the screen menu, they are here in a very, say, very prominent way. When you click one of them, you go into the second level, and from there you go to the actual view. So let's go back. And on the right, yeah, not to be missed is, of course, the message broadcast and notifications are displayed on the right, and you can click them to read them, or if you have a dismiss button, it's there. And there's also a number indicator when you log in on the Ask Oracle icon, how many unread messages you have. So yeah, that's a new feature there. Ask Oracle. Anything else you want to say?
And Alex, is it so that you cannot use Redwood and tabs, right? So it's
a side menu theme.
Side menu only, right? So you basically cannot really say that, yeah, I like this layout and how clean it is, but I want to use tabs. So it's not like it doesn't go together, right?
Yeah, not without customization, I would guess. But
yeah.
I would like to put that to maybe to someone from Oracle who's here who can answer that. Will there be a tab? Will there be a tab version of Redwood in future Siebel?
Alex, I'm unaware of one. That doesn't mean they're not making it. I'm just not necessarily up on Redwood theme.
Okay, yeah, thanks. I would guess so, because Aurora also supports three types of navigation, including the tree. But I would guess so that there is something in the works. But I'm just guessing and speculating. So
yeah, it seems reasonable.
Now, can I just can we do a quick poll here? And if you think that something that you think is an important thing, can you just put a reactions either? So I think hands up or hands up maybe, and then we can just have a quick count who would think that tab layout is required, is useful, important, I would say.
Okay, yeah. So let's hear it. Yeah. So, yeah, do a hands up maybe for if you want the tab layout with Redwood, if you think it's important. Don't be okay. I see hands going up. Yeah. Can you see this as well, Himanshu? Can you see the hands?
Yes, I can. Yes, yeah. I can see the hands. Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of polls, I have a poll up on the YouTube channel, so I will point to that in a moment, where you can also put feedback, which I will relay to Oracle. So there are some questions. A question from Jason in the chat: does the Redwood theme typically display labels to the left of the fields on controls, Yes, I think that's the default. Labels
and
to the
right.
left.
at least the labels, I think that is good, because if you would have searched using the browser search capability,
Mhm.
then if the label is on the left, then it finds it.
Yeah, right.
And it's
Yeah.
useful.
So I'm
So
just
out of 18, are we saying 3 people were interested in the tab layout, or we should wait for another 2 minutes?
okay. Yeah, people raise your hands if you want tab layout
I
in
can.
24.7. Okay, there's also in the chat, there are some people saying needed. So I would guess it's, yeah, hands going up. Yeah, 5, 6. I think it removes them after a while. So yeah, so I'd say it's safe to say a third of the room wants it really badly.
Okay, that's good input. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that was a quick demo. We have other things to talk about, of course, and that's so in the slides. So yeah, that poll I was mentioning. So let me just get into the poll itself. So I'm sending you that in the chat. There's a link now in the chat box. So if you follow that link, it takes you to the Siebel Hub YouTube channel community page where I have set up a poll, and I have to click 1 to see the current. So that's minus my dummy vote here. So yeah, please take a moment to take the poll. It's about what are your plans with Redwood? So you can't wait to deploy it, or you're not interested, or you don't even have OpenUI. You have a custom app on top of Siebel REST or something like that. And there's also comments you can place in that poll. So please, yeah, feel free to share that link and invite people to participate there. Yeah, I've been asked by John Bedford to place a poll and to ask for feedback. So I will relay this to Oracle. Okay. So yeah, anything else to say about Redwood before we go to the next topic?
Actually, I have one link that I can post it. That is the announcement about the Redwood one. And that one also has the description, a write-up, and a demo. I haven't looked at the demo, let me tell you that, the one that is here, but I'll post URL.
Okay, yeah, please place it in the chat. Yeah, that would help. Thank you. Okay, so let's maybe refresh that. Maybe we even have already some votes there. Oh yeah, 11 votes. I still have mine in. So seems that evaluation is like the most popular choice here. Nice. Okay, thank you very much for voting. And what else do we have in 24.6? Well, that might be a little bit how would you say that, ambiguous in first place. I've seen some links on LinkedIn, some posts on LinkedIn where people say, "Oh, now observability is in Siebel." Yeah, that's true, but also not true. It's in the Siebel Cloud Manager managed Siebel CRM, which is a very special kind of Siebel. It's your run-of-the-mill Siebel, but it runs in an Oracle Kubernetes engine cluster with GitOps, with complete Helm and Flux reconciliation, and that now includes an observability stack. So Cloud Manager 24.6 allows administrators to add observability modules to the stack, and that is 2 flavors. That is a monitoring stack, and that means metrics are collected in various categories down from the Kubernetes down to the nodes and containers, which is more the infrastructure, but of course also into the Siebel servers. So that's what you're probably most interested in when you want to monitor processes and information. And it uses the well-known Prometheus metrics collection utilities together with, you can use it with Grafana if you have Grafana, or if you don't use your own Grafana, Oracle provides the application performance monitoring dashboards in OCI. So you can either use Prometheus Web UI, Grafana dashboards, or APM dashboards, and Oracle even provides some Kickstarter dashboards. That's great news. If you have Siebel Cloud Manager, of course, that is. if you run your Siebel from Siebel Cloud Manager, it's probably not the biggest crowd right here. So is anybody using Siebel Cloud Manager? No.
Yeah, we're not actively using it, but we were part of the beta program. We ran into some blocking issues with the installation configuration within our network topology, but we'll take another look at this again. This looks really interesting.
So sure, American Airlines runs, how would you say, a native OKE stack, right? So you're not using Cloud Manager to manage it.
Correct.
But yeah, would be interesting. Would that work with? Could you just put Cloud Manager on top of it? I believe not, right?
Right. We may have to redeploy, but we're going to take another swing at this and see if we can make it work.
Yeah. So I gave it a swing too with my 24.5 Cloud Manager instance, which I had up for a training I delivered, and I upgraded Cloud Manager. I updated Siebel. You don't need to update Siebel, by the way. So the observability works for older Siebel, of course, but you need the Cloud Manager update. And I was able to get metrics into the Prometheus Web UI, and also log analytics is there's log collectors put as sidecar into your pods, sidecar containers in your pods. FluentD is scraping literally all the log files and putting them into OpenSearch and OCI dashboards as well, and there are also sample dashboards. So it's pretty impressive what has been put together in that way. It would, of course, be interesting to see, and pure speculation here, if that makes its way into the, let's say, the traditional Siebel or the on-premise style Siebel. Not sure if anybody from Oracle is here who can answer that. Any plans to port it over to traditional Siebel?
I haven't heard of any.
No. So for the time being, it's just in the Cloud Manager managed
Siebel.
Yeah. Okay.
If you know Kumaresh, that's the person to ask.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe I'll send him a message to clear that up. Yeah. But a great thing to see a lot of movement with Siebel Cloud Manager, especially. You would be surprised if you follow Siebel Cloud Manager, which I did for the past few months, is that it actually has more updates than the traditional Siebel, which is updated monthly, as we know, and Cloud Manager sometimes has 2 updates per month. So they throw in bi-weekly or fortnightly updates. So that's very interesting. Of course, it shows the agility of a cloud native environment, right? So yeah, news for Siebel Cloud Manager. So if you're interested, if you in any way on the modern day deployment options for Siebel. That is including containers, just using containers standalone. So that's the start as well, instead of virtual machines. Or of course, evaluating Siebel Cloud Manager, looking into it if it's a match for you, which of course would mean that you have to use OCI at the time being. And I've also thrown in the upgrade factory part of Siebel Cloud Manager in case you want to investigate that for any upgrade you're planning from pre-IP17. So we have a new mini course, a new style of course on the Siebel Hub, which is a collection of a few modules that topic that goes together. So yeah, if you want, do check it out on the Siebel Hub product page. I'll place the link in the chat. So yeah, so that's it for what's new in 24.6. And as you can see, we have been busy on the Siebel Hub with developing some new trainings, some updated trainings for getting ready for 24.6 and higher. And of course, Cloud World is coming soon. So that's sooner than you think. In just no, that's not long. That's 10 weeks or so from now. September 9 to 12 in Las Vegas. Yeah, you know the drill to where to register, etc. And hope there's a Siebel track on down on the Oracle Siebel blog. There's an article about the Siebel track. And after Cloud World, after USA, you can go to Europe. So because the yearly tour, the Applications Unlimited tour, has 6 stops in fall in Europe, starting 15 October. So there's also a registration page, which I put in the chat for you. The link is in the chat. I also post the Cloud World article there, so you're all informed. Yeah, so would be a pleasure to meet you in any of these places. I probably will be in most of them. Will be attending most of the Apps Unlimited sessions together with Richard from the Siebel Hub. We'll be pleased to have a chat about, well, the future of Siebel there. Okay, so, well, yeah, that's it from my side. Let me check the chat. Anything, questions? There's a question, Dinesh. Dinesh asked a question related to Cloud Manager. If you have a running Siebel 24.1 in production in OKE, Oracle Kubernetes Engine, which was not deployed part of Cloud Manager, is there any way to capitalize the Cloud Manager feature? So yeah, as with Jason, we had that discussion just a few moments back. They are in the same situation. They have deployed Siebel on OKE manually, if you will. I don't think that you can just put Cloud Manager on top. Jason, you put it that way. You would have to redeploy, right, using Cloud Manager.
Yeah, that's the way it appears.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, so that would need a redeployment. So maybe you use custom containers. You put your Siebel. You download the Siebel container and you place some layers on top of it, probably. And those you would deploy with Cloud Manager. I'm not sure if that. Yeah, I've never tried it, so no, I think nobody has tried it, right? To do how would you say it? Is it an upgrade to Siebel Cloud Manager when you are on OKE already and then use Cloud Manager? I think it's something to talk to Oracle support to, or Oracle CCS even. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the poll, maybe. What's going on there? Let me just reload this. And we have 13 votes already with, yeah, still 1/3 saying, well, that was me here. So less than 20% can't wait to deploy, 31% evaluating, and basically the other responses are we are not planning or not interested. Yes, and the first two are positive. Yeah, okay, so with that, anything else you want to discuss today? You have some message for the Siebel Friday crowd?
Hi, Alex. Yes, I can share one tidbit. So I think few weeks back I had explained to you about C2C2C, that is concept to cash to care
Yes.
initiative that we had. Now that has been officially announced in DTW 24 in Copenhagen.
Oh, nice.
And that is, we are rebranding that one as Digital Business Experience, DBE. Okay,
Oh,
DBE.
okay, yeah.
And actually, we don't want to call it as a shortcut, short form one, but Digital Business Experience is an Oracle communications solution, which the history of this one is with rapid offer design order delivery, which was an end-to-end solution we had for communications customer.
Yeah, the
So,
Rodot.
Yes, Rodot solution. And that one, Oracle is definitely going to invest in that initiative for existing customers who are using Rodot, as well as for net new customers. So communications is a strategic industry that we are pursuing from Siebel CRM perspective, and the CRM application that will be used in this digital business experience solution is Siebel CRM.
Yes, very nice. So is this, just to clarify for the people, for the audience, that is the successor of DX4C, is that correct?
That's right. You can say that way. Yep.
Yeah. So
and DX4C mainly was for the buying and self-service or care applications along with launch. So launch is continuing. So product launch, which is the product catalog, is going to continue. And this is in a way integration with the backend systems, the monetization system, the orchestration system. Monetization system is the billing and revenue management, and orchestration is Oracle Service Management, OSM. So this is the combination of the BSS and OSS stack that is required in the telco industry.
Yes.
So we are continuing with that.
So and Siebel is still integrated in the same way like in DX4C as a backend application.
That's correct. Yeah, Siebel, the current integration that we have through AI, that is yes.
But isn't like it's gonna be has its own front end in Node.js and all? So it's not like a backend only, right?
You are right. Means, Siebel means call center for sure. Along with that means, any other channels you want to expose. So all the APIs that we have built for unassisted channels, those ones will be also useful.
Yeah, but will it also have the Siebel UI in any form?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay. So you will run Siebel call center on top of it basically, and it will also be integrated as a backend with the other applications, right? With the billing.
That's right. And that's why I mean the investments in the Redwood UI for modernization of the Siebel user experience.
Okay, so that it clicks all together now. All right, so Redwood UI plus the DX4C successor or Oracle Digital Business Experience. You know, and, okay, yeah, you can definitely feel that there's a lot of traction and a lot of excitement within Oracle about this product. I've talked to some people in Oracle, and this one really drives it's a driver for Siebel innovation. Is it, would that be correct to say?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. There is definitely a lot of investments going in, and we are modernizing, and any inputs that you have, not just for communications industry, but other industries also that you would like to see. We are welcome to hear that one, and that one will help in prioritizing our backlog. We do have backlog for sure, and if you are not aware of what exactly we are working on, please take a look at our statement of direction that was updated in April. And,
yes, it's already in there. Yes, it's in the April statement of direction, the CCC, still referred to as CCC. Sorry, can't remember the words. Cash.
Concept to cash care.
Concept cash care. Yeah, CCC. Right. Okay, yeah, that's great news. Thanks, Himanshu, for sharing. So there's a lot of innovation happening inside Oracle right now. You can't see it on the surface, but just a few months from now, probably we will see a lot more. Yeah, just saying open integration, which is also in the statement of direction. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Then, yeah, with that outlook, I'll be still happy to have a chat or maybe goof around with Redwood a little bit. I'll stop the recording for now.